Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I really do appreciate that you have found me. And if you're rejoining me and being a loyal supporter, I can't thank you enough for being so good at supporting me. In any event, today is Wednesday. It's our mystery challenge. My mystery challenges are where I pick 3 items, and you probably have these in your craft room, and hopefully that you do, because my whole purpose when I do mystery challenges and I do sketch challenges is that I try to give you the confidence so that you can create beautiful cards on your own. And by doing this, I also get to do some creating as well. So like I say, if you are on YouTube, make sure that you've subscribed below. You just make sure that you pop on here, subscribe, and then hit that bell, and then you'll be notified as soon as I do go live. And if you're in my Facebook group, I usually give you a fair amount of notice, and then you'll get notified as well. Well, mystery challenge. So what are those clues? I sure hope those clues got up today. I didn't even double check. Hello. Now the clues were pink, silver, and sparkly or sparkle. And honestly, I've got to show you, when I show you what inspired me to go with those 3 clues, you'll see why I actually did pick those. So welcome. Hello, Patricia. In any event, so I am just going to pop right on down to my desktop and we will get going. I thought maybe I might be using, when I think of sparkly and silver, I do think of celebrations. I kind of thought of this stamp set. I thought this one would be a really neat one to do. I think it's time for a celebration, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But we are going to be doing pink. And what better pink than our new pink? Whoops. Oh, dear. Our new pink, which is Bubble Bath. I love this pink. It's so pretty. It has lots of white in it, but it's a very, very pretty pink. So we're going to use that. And you know what? I'm seeing that I have a lot of dark shadows on here. So maybe that's going to work better. What gave me this inspiration was this specialty paper. And this paper is called the Gold Celebrations 12 by 12. Now, I know I said silver, but on the back of this is the silver. We don't have enough silver. I don't think we have enough silver in our with Stampin' Up. The silver foil that we have only gives you one of the regular silver foils. But this you could use. I really like this polka dot. I thought originally I was going to use the stars and that, but then I settled for this confetti that I'm going to use. Now, the other part, I said silver, sparkly. So in with the embellishments, the new embellishments that are there. Hello. Wow, your first time. Well, I'm glad that you joined me. Are these sequins, these silver sequins. These are so fun. They're so sparkly. But so what do you think I'm going to do? Of course, I'm going to do a shaker card. You have to do a shaker card when you have this kind of beautiful sparkly sequins on there. So I'm going to show you how I went to do my my shaker card for today. Originally what I thought I'd do was I'll do a square one or I'll do a rectangle one, but then I thought, why not do one that's a round one? And these foam adhesive sheets get overlooked so often. So I'll tell you what I did was I turned around and I went and I took my Stylish Shapes. I layered them in such a way on these. These are like you can make your own dimensionals. When you're doing a circle and especially a shaker card with a circle, these work out great because by cutting this, I just basically put it through. And by cutting this, I ended up with the shaker part. And then also this circle part here, I can use in something else. So that really allows for different shapes when you use these adhesive foam sheets. So think of those because they are an excellent thing to play with. All right, so I cut one of those out, and I'll show you actually what my mind is sort of saying. So, of course, bubble gum, and I've just done it the regular size sheet, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And of course, we want to make sure that we score that into the mountain, right? Because we want an even edge there. We've broken down those paper fibers, and let's go in and use our bone folder on there. Get a good crease. Now, I know I've shown that Bright and Beautiful designer series paper, but this is probably my favorite out of all of it. I am a very subtle type. I like subtle colors. I like vibrant colors too, but the subtle colors really sing to me. So this has got it's got fresh freesia. It looks like there's bubble bath and of course the white, and this goes very well also with Highland Heather, but it goes extremely well with the fresh freesia. So you can just see that. So very pale pastel pinks on here. But this kind of reminds me too of the fact that we're doing a shaker card. All right, so I'm not going to put this on yet because I'm not sure. There's something else that I want to use. They have 3 ribbons in the new annual catalog. Oh, Karen from Scotland. Oh my goodness. But this ribbon is like, it's a beautiful ribbon with silver on there as well. It's kind of a sheer ribbon. So I'm going to make sure that I use this ribbon as well. So lots of pink, silver, and shiny stuff, right? All right. So when I went and I cut out, like I say, I cut out from the adhesive foam. I cut one of these out. I also went and cut out one of these from that acetate or that window sheet. Now, I will tell you that our dies do not work very well with this particular thing. So what I ended up having to do was I did have to go along where it was scored, and I turned around and I actually cut it with my my paper snips because it just doesn't work as well as what it should. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this bit off of here, and this is not the piece I want. I also cut one out with the pink, the bubble bath. Now, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this and I'm going to use my glue, and we're going to let it set. I want to have this where this is going to stick onto the specialty paper. Like I say, this is one of the easiest ways to do a shaker card in a different shape, is to use those adhesive sheets. Now this is going to slide around a little bit, so I just want it to get quite tacky on there. So I know you guys can all do this challenge, because who doesn't have some pink, who doesn't have some silver, and who doesn't have some sparkle stuff, some bling? Because sparkle could even be rhinestones, right? All right, so I'm just going to let that sit. And I see that on here is quite a gob of it. So I'm just going to take that off a bit, just like that. All right. So then we're going to attach this window sheet to it. Now remember, I could go gold or silver, but of course this is silver. So we're going to put this where this goes down. All right. Now, I also have this. I also cut another white piece because I thought what I'm going to do when I get my shaker card all put together, I'm going to put it down onto white, or maybe, let me see how it's going to look with me. It might look okay with fresh freesia, so we can change our mind. And Margaret's here from Australia. Good morning. Into tomorrow already. My goodness. Okay. Just as I'm talking here, I am not going to be coming on live tomorrow. I got asked out for dinner, and you know what? I turn people down quite often, but I think I'm going to need a tiny bit of a rest before I take off. So when I am gone, I'm going to be doing, there will be something that comes on Monday. It's going to show you a swap card that I did for a thank you, which would be part of a blog post later that day. But also I'm going to be doing my sketches, and my techniques are going to be pre-recorded. I still have one more to record. So we're just going to put that down there. And see, on this side, we want to make sure we don't want to get any of that glue on this acetate, because or these window sheets, because it does really show. But by letting it set there for just a bit, that allowed for it not to ooze out. All right, so now this sheet that we've done, and they're all the same size, so we've got to be very careful the way that we line it up, right? I'm going to go ahead and put this part on there. And if this is a little bit over, I think what I can do is I can kind of, I can see, I don't want that white showing from the top. Ooh, lucked out there. And then this is the part that I'm going to show you. Now, one thing that we want to do, this is going to be a window sheet, or it's going to be a shaker card. So we want to go in with our embossing buddy, and we want to make sure that we've got it anti-static. Now, I could go ahead and I could put this right on there, but you see, it doesn't really show up. So that's why I thought, should I put this with the white and the silver? Let me just go and show you. There would be some sparkle on the white, or would it show up better on this fresh freesia? So let me just go and show you. I think it might even show up better on the fresh freesia. Just like that. I think the fresh freesia, I think that might be a good idea. What do you think? Yeah, I'm thinking the fresh freesia. Originally, I was thinking I'd go with the white, but I don't think that's going to show up that much. So I'm going to come in with these sequins, and I'm going to put a whole pile right here. Hello, Betty. It's easy to lose track of time in the middle of the afternoon, that's for sure. I got outside and got a little. Now, is that going to be enough? I think we'll put just a tiny bit more. Now, what I could have also done at this point is I could have taken my stamp. Hello, Jan. Fresh freesia, yeah. I could have put this confetti sort of stuff, the stamps on there. You know what? I'm going to leave that part off. And I'm thinking that that might be enough. So I'm just going to go and take this back part off. And this is like, it's automatic where we're getting. So that's off of that sheet. And then let's just go in and put that on there like so. I love shaker cards. But by doing that and using that foam adhesive, oh, I didn't get it over. Oh, well. Okay, look at that. That's fun. Okay, and then this is just going to go on here. Yeah, I think if I'd put the white on there, I think what would have happened, you wouldn't have seen the sequins in there. Now, when you're using sequins, you could turn around and you could put some colored cardstock in there as well. I think I'm going to go like this, maybe like this. I want like so. All right, so this is going to go onto the card like this. Oh, you're having a thunderstorm. Oh my goodness. Usually when I fly through Calgary, but I'm not flying through Calgary this time. See how pretty this ribbon turns up there? All right, so now I want to turn around and I want to do a sentiment. I thought I had a piece here. I'm going to use this. Think it's time for a celebration. I could have actually even done the card like this. I could have done it like a landscape card, which might be fun to kind of change it up and do a landscape card. You know what? I think I will. I'll make it a landscape card. That's the beauty when you're just going through and making up the card, right? So I'm going to do this. I think it's time for a celebration. Remember, it's a photopolymer. Just let it lay down, let it relax, and then just put your stamp on top there. I think I'm going to have to do it on an angle to fit this one. Now, I did have a piece of 3/4 inch white here. I have a bunch of other scraps. I don't think it'll fit onto this one. I'll try it, but I don't think it'll fit. No, it won't fit. And it won't fit onto the 1/2 inch one. You know what? I could probably turn around and let me just, oh, here's the 3/4 inch. It's right in the package there. Margaret, what did you say? It shows up now where for me it didn't at first. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm just going to bring in my paper piercing mat because this is photopolymer, and I think we're going to go in. You know, I'm thinking that maybe we should even use Highland Heather on this. I'm going to try it in either. I'll just do it on a scrap piece of paper, and we'll see which one's going to work. This is, oh, I don't want to go on that. So I'm just going to kind of stamp on here and see. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. I think the Fresh Freesia, and I know that the Bubble Bath would be way too light. So let's just put that on there. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually do it landscape, because then what I can do is I could do it this way. It's time for a celebration. I'm going to do it that way. And then I can use this ribbon. This is such nice ribbon. It has the pieces of foil in it, and I love that. So I'm actually just going to tie this ribbon around here. Now, this ribbon comes in the Azure Afternoon, the Lemon Lolly, and this Bubble Bath color. So I'm just going to actually tie just a little, like a knot in here. Everyone knows me. I love using ribbon. Ribbon makes me happy. There we go. Just like that. And I'll come in with my ribbon scissors. Like so. And then now what we can do is put our card together. All right, so I'm going to have this go off this way, off to the side. Oh, that's so fun. So let's go ahead and put this onto the paper. I could use this side as well, but I just think this bubbles is so fun. And I could have used the polka dots on that specialty paper to kind of correspond it, but I want it to kind of look like a celebration. There we go. Now this is a light enough color that I don't need to have something on the inside, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this confetti stuff on the inside. Little stamp. My goodness, where are my little stamps? They were right here. Well, we won't worry about it. We'll use a bigger stamp. Just have to be awfully careful, that's all. Come in with our Fresh Freesia. Oh, no. Let's come in with our Highland Heather. There we go. And now I can put, you know what? I'm just going to put some here. That's fun. Just something very, very subtle, that's for sure. All right, that's going to go on the inside. So at this point, it's time to celebrate. If it's for other things other than a birthday, I could put that in there. This way, I'm not limited to what I'm doing here. So, you think a card's not finished without ribbon? You know, I agree with you, Patricia, because honestly, I try to get ribbon on as much as I can. I like it when you can kind of do different things with the ribbon. I love doing bows, so I don't have a problem tying a bow as well. But yeah, ribbon is, and especially when Stampin' Up! Has the ribbon that goes with the colors, right? All right, so this is going to go off to the side here. We're going to put this here. You know what? I'm going to just trim this off just a bit. I could have chevroned it, which might have been a good idea to do. Now that's going to go like that. So we can go ahead and put this on. This is not the orientation that I had planned at all, but it works. Just going to put that there. If anybody follows the Festive Fridays at all, this is one challenge for next month. So talk about getting ahead. So this is just going to go here. I'm going to pop up a dimensional behind there and glue it onto there. Take our dimensionals. Let's see. I think I'm going to put another one right there. And then I can glue that. Also, it ties together, doesn't it? Okay, so this is just going to go here. By those dimensionals, that's going to bring it up to the same level as this one here. Now, I think we need to put some more sparkle on there. So, you know what? These can be put on with either glue dots or they could be put on. We'll see what they look like. So if I went to put some on here, I could just put them on there. So I'm going to come in and let's just a little dab. Oh dear. Whoops, you don't want too much on there. So I'm just going to put that there and I'm going to let it sit because I don't want that oozing out there. And that's the beauty of these sequins. If you decide that you don't want to use them for shaker card, you can turn around and just use them for embellishments as well. All right, so I'm just going to pick this one up and put it on that one. Whoops. Let's take another one, put it on there. I'll take this one and put it there. And you know, these are, it's not really showing up that much. I could turn around and put a few more down here. Maybe that's what I'll do because it won't really matter. Oh, Patricia, you've never made a shaker card. This is a really simple shaker card. And like I say, If you do a shape, use those adhesive sheets because it makes it so easy and layer in. Like I said, I put it on there like that, and I created a circle like this, put it on there, and then I have this for something else. Or you could use the strips to make it if you go a straight, like squares. You could do stars with all this. You could do anything as long as it fits onto a sheet that size. Um, Excellent tool. Just a great tool. Let's see, trying to keep that to the triangle. I'm just going to go down there a bit. There we go. So yeah, but very easy to do shaker cards. I'm trying to put the wrong lid on something. Whoops, I want this. All right, so I'm just going to come in, grab. That's a beauty. Have you seen that extra stuff that goes with the Take Your Pick tool? I got mine ordered just the other day because they finally came back in stock. I'm dying to try them. I like the perforated one, the X-Acto knife. It's just going to have it nice that it works on the same tool. There we go. You know what? That should go up there a little bit, and this should come down here a little bit. Well, we're going to have to move that up a bit. There we go. There. Okay, so there's our pink, silver, because we got silver in the ribbon, silver on this thing, and sparkle. So there's our shaker card for today. Fun shaker card. Shaker cards are a lot of fun. Okay, you haven't made a shaker card either. Yes. Do you watch them? Do you go back and watch them step by step? I really, really hope that you do. This I can see. When I originally saw these colors, I don't know what my granddaughter is, but this I thought a girly girl would really like this. Thank you. Glue dots work well with the sequins as well, but honestly, I can't be bothered to use them. But with the glue dots, what you can do is you can take them like this and then put the sequins on there as well. Yes, you can. I just find it works easier that way for me. I'm just reading the comments and ask the questions. Thank you. You need a birthday card on Friday, Pam. Oh, I'm so glad. Are the attachments in the everything I use is always in the catalog, Patricia. These are the adhesive sheets. These are with the dimensionals and that. It's foam adhesive sheets. These are the stylish shapes that we used. I used the beautiful balloons. And this is the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. And of course, all the inks in there as well. So I hope that answered your question there. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, there's so many new ones, that's for sure. Well, they retired so many too. Thank you. Anyways, I wish I had a real girly girl that I could have given that to, but I keep thinking that the girls are still young, so I can get away with that. All right, so just to let you know, I've decided not to come on tomorrow with my now what. Now I've got 2 things to do when I get back from my trip. I will be back on Saturday doing my card sketch at 10 o'clock Pacific time. It's just I got asked out for dinner and it's for a celebration, so I thought, I've got to go. I can't miss up on this one. So in any event, we will see you on Saturday, 10 o'clock, and then you're going to be watching replays. In any event, you guys, thank you so much. Remember to share my video. I really do appreciate that. Give me the thumbs up by sharing my video. That's one of the best compliments that you can give. And if you live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be of help and be your demonstrator. Take care And remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.